Alright, what's good? Lies is necessary. Lies is necessary for our society to operate how it do. This ain't hard to see, but it's hard to accept for a lot of people, just because we conditioned by our society to think a certain way. And so those people that disagree with lies being necessary, if they disagree with that, that's really just the conditioning talking, just from their body. It's because remember, it's just thought, it's memory, and all this memory has shaped all of us all at once, simultaneously. Is going on. So motherfuckers can't see. They can't see. And I kind of thought about it, how if you at a certain speed and it stays at that speed, at a constant speed, you can't feel anything. Just like our planet's spinning right now. We going about 1,000 miles per hour. We can't feel it though. You would never believe that if someone just told you that and you never heard it. It's crazy. It's because it's at a constant speed, so you can't notice anything. You can't notice anything. You could almost call that an illusion, which I talk about a lot. And so now I'm going to compare that to what I'm talking about right now. Everybody are conditioned. We all conditioned. And it's simultaneous. So everything is going at the same fucking speed, so motherfuckers can't see. But then I think about people like me. I'm, once again, nobody. So why the fuck do I see what everybody else should see? I don't want to hear they didn't have some, bruh, I ain't have shit. It started with looking up at the sky. This shit don't make sense. And it brought me all the way to this. Like I was saying, I started looking up at the sky, and look what the fuck it done did. Look where it has brought me. All the way here. Knowing and understanding all of this shit. So like I'm saying, lies are necessary. Fake shit is in all of our lives. We see it every fucking day. It don't matter if you walk into a place, whatever. Hey, how you doing? You don't give a fuck how I'm doing. You know you don't. It's funny, like, this always get me every time that happens. Like, somebody walk past me like, hey, how you doing? And I don't say good or bad. I say what's up. So it was, I remember I talk about this one time, a lady said that to me. She said, how you doing? I said, what's up? Right after I said, what's up, she said, good. You see how it's so robotic? We ain't even thinking. We just saying that bullshit. So it was like this. It was like, how you doing? What's up? Good. As if I said I was doing good. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I said bad. Well, would you give a fuck? And let's say you did give a fuck. What could you do? You got your own problems. You don't really care. I don't want to hear I'm going too deep about it, because how am I going too deep? I'm just looking at what is. I walk into a place, you ask me how I'm doing. You don't give a fuck. So why do I got to answer? We say good morning even when it's a bad morning. We just lie about, this is what I'm talking about. The fact those people that would think I'm getting too deep in this shit, this is what I mean when I say lies are necessary. Don't fuck up the lies, K. Stop noticing shit, K. Just go with the flow. Go with the fakeness. You fucking it up. This shit is so crazy. It's so crazy. Lies are necessary. Everything I said on my video before this, hopefully you watched it, you will understand how many things are not really what they seem, including you, which is a thought. That is memory. This gibberish you memorized, thought memorized, and out the gibberish came from a different person to that organism. You are something. And boom, a self is created. And like I already talked about, I ain't gonna say this fucking country, this motherfucking world, as in the bubble, not the world. Because outside of our bubble of human thought, everything is paradise. I'm only talking about us. We the motherfucking problem. And people don't like hearing that. We selfish. We don't give a fuck about nothing. That's why those people don't like when I say that. Because you are selfish than a motherfucker, and you can't admit that. And let's say you do admit it. I mean, that's cool too. That's cool too. Because you know nothing gonna change. And that's the reason why you would just agree with it. You know yourself. Because you know nothing gonna change. You know you're not gonna change. And none of this gonna change. And this is what I'm talking about, how lies are necessary. There is no escape from this shit. You either go with the fakeness, or you get looked down upon, or you get left behind. Lies is necessary. There is nothing to get to in life. Life is not something to be figured out. It's to be experienced. You can talk this real shit to people all day, and they gonna agree, oh yeah, something, you smell something. And then, well, you gotta get back to doing all this shit. That's what we do. We talk some real shit, but nothing ever change. It's just the same shit over and over. We hear some real shit. Oh yeah, that's true. All of this is something. All right, let's get back into the fakeness, you know what I'm saying? There is literally no escape. And I'm making this video for the people that be thinking about this shit. Cause I'm so sick of this bullshit. We act like we ain't got nothing going on. As in, when we in public, when we just around people, we put up this goddamn persona as if we ain't nothing wrong with us. We good. I'm good. Something. And then we get behind closed doors, or we get with family, or just people that, you know what I'm saying, we more comfortable with. And then we show the realness. And then, or when you just by yourself. And you just know you feeling all these type of ways, going through this, that. First of all, like I talked about, these things were put there. These feelings you think you got up, like think about whatever caused those feelings. It doesn't matter what aspect, the feeling, what caused the feeling, this, that. It was all put there. And it's put there simultaneous in all of us. And we can't shake that shit out. You say it's no anger. What is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You say this, that, like it's just so many things. And like I said, it is natural emotions. But those motherfuckers got nothing to do with us. There was already a living fucking organism. All the things we got, you gotta realize what I'm saying. All the emotions we have. The names, the diagnosis, this, that, and we the only one. And what do you think it all comes from? It comes from the fucking neurological disorder in the brain of this creation of a self, identity of a self. And as long as that narrative is there, whatever is going on, I feel this, as long as that individuality is there that separates you from all of this, the fucking paradise that has always been here, even before we was here, you gonna be stuck in that shit. We all stuck in that shit. We can't get out of this shit. And then motherfuckers say, look, okay, just make the most of it. Some. This is what I'm talking. We say the same fucking shit over and over, and don't nothing ever change or get fixed. And I gotta say, it shouldn't even be nothing to fix, because there's really nothing to fix. This is not real. We are living in an elusive bubble of thought, of memory, and accumulation. It don't matter if it's the language, the experiences, that. It don't matter. This shit's not real. And like I said, simultaneous. It's hundreds of millions of people in my country, in the U.S. And I go telling people that all of this is meaning something. They don't get it. You know why? Because once again, they are not really there. There's just the experiences and the accumulation of the conditioning from society. And then there's a plus sign. On the other side, it's the narrative of a self thinking that it's there. So the experiences plus the narrative comes out, equals, I think this, but it's not yours. It's not your opinion. It's none of that shit. It was put there. You can't experience anything without the knowledge. And we all experiencing the same bullshit, just tweaked a little bit, separately, individually, all of it. It's all the same shit though. There's nothing new under this goddamn sun. It's all the same. All the same solutions, all this bullshit. And it shouldn't be no solutions, and it shouldn't be no problems, because it's really none. This shit was created. This shit was put here. Why do you think we the only one that got this bullshit going on? We the only. And I'm telling you, I do not understand those people that just Brush this shit like to the side. Like, what you talking about? Just go smoke a blunt. Just go do this, some. It's the same shit always. It hasn't done nothing for none of us. Because it's not needed. Because we are not fucking here. This shit is just so crazy. It's so many things that has made the society we live in. And if those things went away, society would collapse. It would collapse. But it's always this feeling of power, wanting power when it comes to humans. So something probably else will come up too, because like nothing really ever changed. Nothing really ever get fixed. It's always the same thing, just tweaked a little. That's what happens with anything. It's just changed. I mean, it's the same, it's just tweaked a little. Nothing is new. Nothing ever fixed, nothing. And for the people that understand this shit, whoever is seeing this shit, we stuck. They gonna tell us the same shit over and over and over. We stuck. We stuck. From authority to that feeling of guilt, which is not really real. We created guilt. All of this shit is the fucking problem. It controls all this shit. You can say, and I've thought about a time, I want to get the fuck away from society, get the fuck away from the government, get the fuck away from authority in general, because I don't fuck with it. And so let's say I want to go out, you know what I'm saying, live self-sustained, do it all myself, get the fuck away from all this shit. Bro, they control everything. It ain't no running. You're going to have to pay them money if you want to live for free. Shit, we pay them fucking money just to die. Go to the funeral home. That's your last paycheck that's your last, what's the word? Your last purchase before you go. That's your last purchase that you gonna pay taxes on to the government before you go. I mean, you already gone. That's the crazy thing. You already dead. Still gotta pay them money. These dumbass concepts of funeral. We made all of this shit. And then the emotions we feel after someone died at the funeral, all of this shit has been conditioned in us. Why do you think we're the only motherfuckers that do that shit? We were not even there in the first place. We die. That's what we are scared of. Us dying. But we are not really here. We're just a thought. So we're scared of the thought of us dying. It's a living organism here that is one with everything. This motherfucker right here is immortal. This is God. Not God as in a specific God person. No, a general term. God. This is God. Whatever I'm touching right here. See, we got this idea of individuality, separateness. We created that bullshit with thought. We created that shit. There is no individuality. Everything is one. There's no separateness between me and Wu. It's not. It's all God. And it's immortal. It's going back to everything. This energy is going to go somewhere else. But everything I'm saying, once again, to the average conditioned person, bruh, you need help. You tripping. But the whole time, I just had a hunger for understanding this shit. I'm on shit that the most top professors be on. The craziest people that you don't ever hear about, but shape the world you live in. The fact that they know this shit, but they don't preach it to the masses, as if the government don't want them to put this shit out there where more people will see. You know what I'm saying? It's just something going on. I ain't want to make this video too long. I'm just saying, lies is necessary. It seemed like it's almost no fucking escape. Let's say I wanted to go, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, just out in the middle of nowhere, just something. Hey, you can't be here. And if you don't leave, I don't care if you're just trying to be alone and you ain't causing no ruckus or nothing. You just chilling, you living in nature, away from everything. You a human. So you don't belong here. Yeah, I know all these other species is living. You a fucking human. You don't belong here. And if you don't get off this land that's in the middle of nowhere, we gonna lock your ass up and fuck up your life even more. And then you gonna have to pay us money. Do you see it's no escape from this shit? And then let's say the average person is watching this and they thinking, well, I've never thought about that. I ain't never really mind the government. Those people, I don't know. I mean, one thing I could say, you're just conditioned. You don't see. You're just another robot, a duplicate in the conditioning. It's nothing else. Remember, it's just thought here. But the narrative, the thought of a narrative, the brain is hallucinating back on itself. It's just a fucking brain. It's for movement. It's so little that it do. All of this is fucking thought. Memory. Memory. It's nothing else. Think. It shapes all this shit. And let's say you want to be done with it. You ain't got no way. You know what way you got? It's one. It's one. And it's to go. You know what I'm saying? DIE. That's what they make it. That's how they do it now. Do it now. They been doing this bullshit. If you don't want to live by what the fuck we say, and if you don't want to accept the problems that we gonna create, which are illusions, if you don't want to accept the problems that we gonna create, and if you don't want to accept the sources and solutions we gonna give you to help you with the problems that we've created for you, then you just gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to go. I'm thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a tolerance when it come to smoking. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really feel nothing, but I still just do it. I'm just thinking, why? It's a body just functioning on its own self. Everything is just life, intelligent, and I'm just fucking it up because the thought of me is here, that I am feeling this way. Yeah, I know I talk a lot of real shit. I'm conditioned too. Don't ever forget that. I ain't nobody special. I'm just letting you know what you always knew. You have never just, see, what you have always knew. And people don't even understand what that means. I ain't never know that yet, man. I guess I give that some leeway. I made a video about it on my last video. So if you don't, I put it there. But it ain't no goddamn escape, y'all. There's so many people my age. I just turned 21 on the 16th last month. And it's like being in this shit for another 10 years, 5 years. Think about it every day. And yeah, I know that heart pumping. It's free from all this shit. But the thought of me is still here. So I will always be in jeopardy of the illusions that society has brought. You can't even, it just piss you off. Like, for real, like, people my age, man, this is for y'all, for real. Any age, I'm just saying, I saw so many videos, people my age, it just, man. And for y'all that don't think y'all got any problems that y'all can go. You know why? Because you're right, you don't got no problems. But you still conditioned. So you know you got problems. You just say that to, I don't know, a defense. I don't fucking know. You don't really got problems, but you get what I'm trying to say, in the conditioning type thinking, yes, you do. You just don't want to admit it. But in reality, yeah, you really don't. But we are all stuck in this bubble. So that bullshit still be there. Even though even if you can't have the knowledge and the memory of understanding all this shit, that conditioning is still there. Like me, for example, that's what I'm trying to explain. I ain't no different than y'all. This shit's some bullshit. Everybody trying to show this, so that. It's all about money. It's all about that. If you don't got money, then you labeled as this, that. Those are not your opinions. They was put there by society. There's no escape. There's so many motherfuckers out here that just want to live. Yeah, every species want to live, and it come with difficulties, as in surviving and shit. But damn, you know what I'm saying? Let us all survive on our own terms. And I ain't gonna say on our terms. I'm talking about the real us. The us that is away from this bullshit of thought. But that's not possible anymore. Imagine a human these days being born that's not conditioned. I can't see it. Maybe my kid, but how would that kid fit into this world? It would be full of life. It would just be life there, free from all these bullshit ass ideologies, all this shit. Where would my kid fit at? Free from all of this, where would he go? There's no escape from this. There's no escape. You know what I'm saying? It's so corny to me. Keep your head up. Like, cause I'm thinking like I want to say something positive at the end of this video for the people that be on this shit. Like, y'all just keep y'all head up. But that's so weak and it's bullshit. This is bullshit. And it's just, that's what it is. It's just bullshit. This ain't being lazy, not wanting to do this. This is knowing. You know what I'm saying? This is just having knowledge. This is what it does to you. And if you too ignorant enough to take time to, or you don't even give a fuck enough to realize your reality, then you don't got no place to say shit at all. You're just another duplicate. You no different than anybody. And you feel you are because that's what we taught. There was no uniqueness about any of us. Everything we do, we got, say this, that, it all came from the same goddamn source. You know what is unique? The real you. Each one of us. The unique it get. It don't get no more unique than that. The real us, from the shape of the body, this, the things in it, how they formed, this, that, not one body is the same. But all of us, we are literally thought. And remember, we are not really here. Put the narrative of the self over here, and what came first? The experiences and shit. The experiences and shit. That's really what is there. And so the idea of a self, the brain is turning its experiences into a narrative. Connect those two, and you say I, and then blah, 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 blah. It's nothing new. It's no uniqueness. And we hate that. It's so funny. Lies are necessary. That's what I'm talking about. Lies are necessary. The truth hurts. Alright, y'all, I'm out. I ain't trying to make too long a video. I'm out, though. This some bullshit for real.